Hello, folks, and welcome back. Do I have a treat for y'all? A lot of people have asked me in my Discord DM messages and a few in my emails. Chief, I have the Epic version I picked up free off of Epic Launcher, but I don't have Steam version or access to the workshop content. Well, there's workarounds for that, folks, and hopefully I can answer some of those questions as well as show you how to go about getting content and stuff like that in. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get the boy off the screen and all that, and go ahead and go to my display capture. Okay, there we go. All right, now I am going to show you how to copy. This is my Steam copy right here. Okay. This right side window right there, that is my Steam copy, because I also have EGS. For those of y'all that don't know what EGS is, EGS stands for Imperium Galactic Survival, which came out free on the Epic Game Store, which is this right here, this window right here, and they brought it out free so that you could enjoy the game as well as all the people on Steam and stuff like that. They are working on things, last I heard, to implement where you can get mods and stuff like that. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Nexus Mods has EGS games too. Let me look real quick with y'all. EMPYRION Galactic Survival. We don't need no period. So I'm not finding none. Let's go with all mods. Well, let's select that. I'm not signed in. I am registered, but I'm not signed in. Let's look the old-fashioned way. Drop down menu. I think Nexus Mods has some mods. I think a lot of the mod and content creators from the Steam Workshop is porting their mods over to EGS and stuff like that. I think. Seems like I seen a video where they were doing that also here recently. But either which way, I'm still going to show you how to do it. It's not hard. It's actually fairly easy. Also, if you want to have any of my builds that I have posted on the Steam Workshop, where's E? I can make those readily available in my Discord. You'll find the link to my Discord in the descriptions of this video or any other video. It is a non-inspiring link, so you can join my Discord at your leisure, or EGS, Imperium. So, let's see, Imperium Galactic Survival. Okay, so they do have some stuff over here. Good deal. Let's see, all time. Let's go with the last 7 days. Okay, which they have this and this. Let's go with the last 14 days. Okay, so Reforged Eden is not available just yet, from what I can see. That was uploaded October 19th. Okay, so this might be it. Okay, so this is the Nexus version right here for those of y'all that want to do Reforged Eden. Okay, and that's all good. Okay, and if you want, I can come back and show you this, but I'm mainly showing you how to move ships and stuff like that over. But if you want a video of me showing you how to do that, then definitely you can check this out right here. And I'll put a link to this in the chat box right here. There we go. That way you can come here and all that. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and close this out, because Epic, to find your folders in Epic, it's a little different than Steam. Remember, this window right here is my Steam, and we're going to go to our library tab, okay? And then we're going to look and we're going to find right here Imperium Galactic Survival. And if you notice below this icon right here is 3 little dots. What you want to do is you want to left click on those 3 little dots right there. Okay. And then you want to go right here to the Manage tab. Left click on that 1 time. Here's where it gets a little tricky. You got to pay attention because we're going to do 2 things. First, we're going to turn off auto update. And the reason being is because I'm going to show you also in this live stream how to do a little bit of modding for your game. Okay. Now, the second thing we want to do is we want to go right here to installation. Please don't click on the uninstall button because it will uninstall it. But you see this little folder right there, and I'm pointing at the screen as if you can see me pointing at the screen. Yep, that's really happening. But that little folder with the little magnifying glass, that's what that is. Left click on that right there, and it'll bring up your installed directory through Epic Launcher. Now, we can go ahead and shut Epic Launcher down. We don't need that no more, okay, for these purposes. Because I can go over here, and I can just right-click and then load up Imperium Galactic Survival that way. Okay, so, all right, this is on the left side monitor. This is my Epic installation folder. Okay, it says Origin Games Imperium Galactic Survival. I'm not sure what the KQTWS is. I don't know what all that's about. And then over here is my Steam version, which you see Steam, library, so forth, so on. All right, now in here, you want to look for your folder, saves folder, the saves folder right here, okay? And you'll notice you'll have another set of folders also. You'll have blueprints, catch, games. Let's double click on our blueprints folder, okay? And if you noticed that there's 2 different numbers. One's for Epic, one's for Steam. The one on the right, that set of numbers is for Steam. This over here on the left, this set of numbers is for Epic. All right, now, if you notice, I don't have nothing in my folder over here. And to verify that, I'm going to go ahead and load up Imperium Galactic Survival for you and show you that. While we're loading that up, I'm going to go ahead and get a sip of this coffee, folks. So definitely, if you're liking what you're seeing and you want to know how to do all this stuff yourself, stick around and get a cup of coffee because it's going to be good. Good coffee. Good coffee. All right. So depending on your system will depend on how well you actually hold on just 1 second. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and start a little game. Nothing fancy, just a little game. Start a game, survival, a new game, epic live stream. Epic live stream. Okay? There we go. Short, sweet, simple. And we're just going to go ahead and set that, and then we're just going to go ahead and start it for video purposes. All right. Now, if you noticed that this came up, guys, it is very important when this comes up, make sure both of those boxes are checked. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and allow access, especially if you're trying to play co-op. If both of those boxes are not checked, then it could get a little wonky with you and you're not being able to see each other's game session if you're trying to play co-op. So definitely make sure that both of those boxes are checked when that window comes up, okay? I'm kind of glad that actually came up. So while it's finishing sorting its life out, we're going to go ahead and get another sip of that coffee. That is good stuff, guys. It's a fresh pot of coffee for any of y'all that want a cup. And I'm not sure exactly how Elion is going to go about doing the whole mod deal and all that. It might be just something you have to do through Nexus mods or something like that. But we'll check it out, and when I get updated, I'll definitely let y'all know as well. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit the tilde key, type in God mode, spawn blueprints, SBP. These are just some dev commands for those of y'all that don't know what those are. And how you get to that menu is you press the tilde key. For those of y'all that don't know what the tilde key is, that is the key left of your number 1 and your explanation key on your keyboard. At the top of the keyboard, diagonal from your Q button, there's a little squiggly line on the left-hand side of your number 1 and explanation key on the top of your keyboard. And then that under that little squiggly line is kind of like a reverse comma. That's your tilde key. Okay? So GM stands for God mode. SBP stands for spawn blueprints without any requirements. For example, we're going to go to F2 and we can look. And if you notice, there is no blueprints right there for me. Okay? That's regular in-game blueprints and stuff like that. But if I try to select my blueprints, there are none. Okay, so now that you've seen that there are no blueprints in the Epic Launcher version of this game, we're fixing to move some over there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and there we go. Control A, Control C, and then Control V. And I'm going to copy all those over into the Saves Blueprints folder, same as over here in the Steam folder, in the Blueprints folder, under the same number type folder. Okay, so remember it has a number folder. Now, if you look, bam, there's all those blueprints right there, okay? That's the short, quick way to do it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and load it back up for you. And I'm going to show you that now those blueprints will be over there in the Epic version of EGS. Okay, so we're going to let it sort its thing out, do whatever it's going to do. Okay, we'll go back to single player. Let's go ahead and load the game. Live stream. Obviously, you can see where I've done an Epic test. Yep, let's go ahead and load that game. And while that's loading up, we're going to get a nice, good, cheeky sip of coffee. You got to reach over here and grab it real quick. All right, now let's go ahead and hit our tilde key, and let's go ahead and enter spawn blueprints command, which is just those 3 letters. You can type out spawn blueprints or whatever. That's fine, but I'd rather use the shortcut. And we're going to go ahead and hit God mode and then item menu, okay? Now, God mode allows you to fly. You're not going to take no damage. Item menu allows you to, whenever you hit the H key, you bring up all of the assets in the game, such as weapons and building blocks and all that good stuff, okay? Resources, so forth, okay? Now, let's go back to our F2 menu. Now, let's go ahead and just select my ships. If you look, now you have, for example, those of y'all that know, the Abigail is a ship named after my niece, available on the Steam Workshop, my Steam Workshop, as a matter of fact, as well as a whole plethora of other things, such as HVs, hover vessels, small vessels, things of that nature. And I'm so bad out of date on all that stuff. But this here's named after my niece, Abigail. That's really not her name. She's just called Abigail because everybody, I guess, was too lazy to call her by her real name. But so this is the Abigail. I actually designed and created this thing from the ground up, and there was a time where I couldn't really work on it, so the content creator Raccoona actually helped me kind of fill in the inside and build in the inside. And a lot of this work right here was done from him. He done a lot of this work back here in the aft engine section. Okay. So, but that's how you can swap your games over, or you can have a friend make a copy of those files and share it with you. And like I said, if we're going to get out of God mode real quick, we scared you, didn't I? There we go. Wait till you did that with just your jetpack. I know it's crazy, right? All right, so we're going to go ahead and exit that game. So now that you know that it did, in fact, take effect, you can have one of your friends who is subscribed to mods and stuff like that copy it over for you. The mods, if I'm not mistaken, I think the mods would go in the mods folder right here. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't tested it, so I don't know. Now, let's get to our modding this game, okay? So we're going to find our folder that says content, which we have to be in the right folder. Now here's where the fun begins, folks, because now we're going to learn how to mod the game a little bit to our liking. Now we're not going to be creating change the whole game mod like Reforged Eden or Stargate Atlantis or anything like that. These are just going to be little things that, make life easier for you in the game. So we're going to go ahead and open up our configuration folder, and then we're going to open up our items config folder, or our config, and I use Notepad++. Okay, if you use any other program besides Notepad++, I'm not going to help you because Notepad++ numbers all of these lines. And if you're opening up the same code, I can, for example, tell you go to line 54 and take away this right here. I'm just saying, I'm not going to, guys, Notepad++ is a free program. It is 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times better than regular Notepad. I see people that just absolutely refuse to use Notepad++ because they would prefer Notepad. Well, that's fine. Certainly, that is your choice. Don't expect me to help you. I'm not being mean. My time has been very valuable and very scarce since I now run my own company, and I don't have time to argue with somebody who doesn't want to use a program that is easier for me to go straight to their problem, such as a line number, like I just showed you, to figure out what's going on. Notepad does not have each individual lines and stuff like that, okay? Notepad++ all the way, guys. Google it. It's Notepad++. All right, so we have our items menu or our items config file. Let's go to our blocks config file also. We're going to open that up as well. And let's see. What else can we do? Actually, we can actually open the factions up, I think. Now, we'll go ahead and hold off on factions for just a second. Let's see. Something else I was going to open up for you. I just saw it a couple of weeks ago whenever I was getting ready to. I think definition reputation. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's it right there. So you can actually come in here, guys, and you can change all these to 0 instead of negative, or you can just take the hyphen out. We'll do this. We'll take the hyphen out. The hyphen means negative or minus. Okay, and we all like picking on the Xerax, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to mess with the Xerax and the Talon, okay? And there's the Talon right there. And what that does is instead of us making them an enemy, it'll make us friends. You'll see here when we load the game back up. Okay, I know it's crazy. I came across that a couple of weeks ago. All right, now blocks, anything CV related and stuff like that. Air, is one of them. But we're going to have to spend some time thumbing through these. And you know what? I can actually zoom in a little bit for you. There you go. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you to see through and all that stuff. All right, crystals, pyramid, blue stage. Because I know you build everything with blocks. And it's been a minute since I've actually modded Imperium Galactic Survival. But let's go to our items config. And let's see, let's control F and find survival. There we go. First occurrence. How many do we even have? We have 15. Okay. So let's move this over here up out of the way. All right, item tutorial survival tool. Info. Let me zoom out just a little bit for me. Let's go to the next one. Actually, let's go to the top. Okay, it ain't gonna do that. There's a survival constructor right there. It can be placed on terrain. Let's see. Snap point tool. Nope. This we're looking for the survival tool because we're gonna do something with it. CV detector, small vessel detector, radar suit tier 1. Not sure what that is. Epic boost, that's the boost. All right, let's go ahead and continue on up. That's the survival constructor, which you can place it on terrain. Allow remote. No, you can't really do that. All right, and then let's keep going up. What is that? That is the radar suit. Let's go on up. I'm trying to look for a survival tool itself. All right, here's the survival tool. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to remember line 21. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to open this up to another view. All right, so line 2421. Okay. All right, now, if you notice, the mesh file, entities, items, weapons, survival tool, prefab. Okay, drop mesh file, bag, small, prefab. Okay, so let's go all the way up here. Okay, and we are going to untick that. Flashlight, pistol. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to copy this whole line right here. Okay. I can go ahead and close that. Let's put that line right there. Okay. That's line 119. Okay. Now let's go back to line 2421. Okay. 24, 20. There we go. Close enough. All right. 21. There it is, right there. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and click these boxes right here. All right. So this is our survival tool. Now I like the way the survival tool looks. Okay. I really do. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to copy the whole survival tool section. All right. I'm just going to copy that over here to this notepad section right here. And I'm just going to paste that over. That way I can use it as a reference. Make sense? Yeah. All right. Now we're going to go all the way back up here to the pistol. Okay. And that's line 119. I say 119, and I just went right on by it. All right, there we go. So here's the pistol right here, okay? Let me move this over here just a little bit, okay, because we don't really need that. All right. And now we're going to start comparing lines. So the second line, which will be on up a little bit further, the mesh file, so items, weapons, survival tool. So we're going to try to see if we can copy this over here to that, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to save that, okay? And now we're going to see if that changes the model on our survival, or not survival tool, but our pistol. So let's go ahead and load Imperium Galactic Survival back up and see what it does. So you're going to start the game, restart the game, start the game, restart the game, and stuff like that a half a dozen times. We're going to go ahead and start a new game, guys. Nope. Let's go back. See, there's no workshop available right here. So, survival. There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and start a new game, just for quickness and getting into the thing and stuff like that. Take a second to load back up, and we're going to God mode and all that stuff in, whatnot have you, things that we need to. All right, so GM, item menu, spawn blueprint. Beautiful. All right. Now, either we're going to see some really janky looking stuff, or it's going to work. We're fixing to find out. All right. So I have no pistol. Okay. Survival tool. All right. There we go. Now our survival tool, our pistol should look like this. Okay. So here's where the item menu comes in. H. And let's grab our pistol if we can find it. We can also search up here also. Okay. Now. All right. So you see how that's a little janky? And that's the thing on changing out mesh. That right there is right here. So what we can do is we can look over here and we can maybe see, maybe there's a little bit of adjustment we can do over here. Okay. Let's see, and we can compare, but I don't know if it has to be done on the model or something like that. I don't know. Reload radius, using magazine, because this is the original from down in the lower parts of the file. Okay, so this is the end of the pistol right here. Okay, so that's the end of it, and I'm not sure where the placement is on this. Like I said, it might have to do with the model, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like. Okay, and I don't see nothing over here. Mass, volume, might change that around. Let's see, mass and volume. Does this have a mass and volume over here? I don't see a massive volume over here, so it might not have one. Okay, so that's what our pistol looks like. All right, so let's move on to something else. Whoa, that's OBS. All right, so, but there you go. There's the pistol. It's a pretty good model, actually, if I do say so myself. I mean, but, you know, so I'm sure there's a way to adjust it. I'd have to experiment with it, but I do like that shape. And they do have a model or a mod that actually does put your survival tool right here. But you can also, the beauty about this, we'll go ahead and exit out of that, is you can also, come on, exit. You can swap things around from here over to the survival tool and make that into a pistol also. So keep that in mind too. So just experiment with that. You know, if you mess it up, you can always undo everything. For example, I can actually Control Z and undo what I put up there, even though I've done saved it, went into the game and all that stuff. So it puts it back to the projectile pistol prefab. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll control and save. So there, it's all back to normal. All right, now what we want to do is we want to let's find shield. Okay. And let's bring this over here. And that's at the very top of the thing, okay? Let's count. Ooh, 194. Okay, well let's find our shield stuff. All right, shield modifiers for weapons. Because we're going to kind of mess with our shields a little bit. All right, what is that? Event, shotgun, Christmas, nice. Because there's a shield generator on here in the items file. I'm almost certain of that. Just a matter of where it's at. Like I said, this is a big file, so definitely you're going to have to spend some time searching and stuff like that. I just don't remember what the shield generator is off the top of my head, if I'm to be honest with you. Laser bolt. Let's see, shield. Laser SMG. Okay. Should be getting pretty close to the actual shield generator itself, but I don't, like I said, I don't remember exactly the naming convention of it. So we're having to do it the old-fashioned way. That's okay. That is okay. Learning experience. Also, if y'all are having problems with the live chat, I guess I could bring my Discord up and bring it to the general. Come on. There you go. I can bring it down and I can go to the general chat in my Discord, and you can chat there if YouTube's not letting you chat in the live chat box. And I'll monitor that channel that way if y'all were trying to chat and YouTube's being silly and doing its thing. Let's see, what is this one? I think we're in the food section of the items file. It certainly looks like it to me. Let's move that back over this way. And the reason we had our game set to not auto update is because every time the game updates automatically, it will change your config back to vanilla default. So that's why we changed that. That's an awful lot of shield words. That's rockets were still in the turrets. Let's see, I think we're still in the weapons. Yeah, we're still in the weapons. We're at the rocket launchers right now. Now we're at the flamethrower. We're at a mining thingy, mining drill. And the more you spend time in the items file, the more you'll be able to pick and choose whatever and all that stuff. All right, let's see. I think we actually passed it, if I'm to be honest. Yeah, we're in the actual hand weapons now. All of the hand, there's a lot of hand weapons, folks. Let's do this. All right, there's the Pentaxid. Okay. Just kind of go up a little bit and see player bike kit gold ingot. Let's move this over this way some more. We can kind of move this over here out of our way a little bit. Pentaxic tank. There we go. All right, before crystal warp. All right, stack size, mass, and volume. Okay. That is the Pentaxid. So let's look for Pentaxid tank. Okay. Really? Just two? That's it? That is not where you change that at. Let's see. Pentaxid or Pentaxid, and it might be in another file. Let me just look over here in the folder real quick. Might be in the blocks file. Let's okay, yeah, here we go. Pentaxic tank SV, okay. That's that one. Okay. That is Warp Drive CV Epic. All right. Warp Drive, or no, that's the teleporter. Okay. Teleporter. We're in the Windows section now. And folks, this is just part of modding. Is you will do a lot of reading and thumbing through files and stuff like that. Oh, hold on. We had a shield generator somewhere. I saw it. That's constructor, texture. I know I just saw the as the NPC blocks for those guys standing. No, I know I saw a shield generator in there somewhere, and that's actually what we started out with. And it might be the block section. Like I said, it's been a long time since I actually modded this game in any capacity. So, but I figured since I was doing a live stream to show y'all how to move stuff over from one version of the game to the other version of the game, I figured I'd go ahead and show you how to do a little modding of it too, because I hadn't really seen many videos on actually how to mod this game in any capacity. It's kind of like Stranded Alien Dawn. I haven't seen, well, other than the videos that I put out, that's the only videos that I've actually seen that shows you actually how to mod Stranded Alien Dawn. And it's a shame too, because that's a beautiful game. That's cockpits, Christmas tree. We don't want that. Let's see. Mothership, light corner, nope. Oh, hey, solar panel blocks. Solar panel efficiency. The efficiency, we can actually change that number and make them more efficient and stuff like that. Max count, we can do 115 or 150 or 15 or 2 or whatever. And then right here, tech tree names base. There's a way you can actually put them on ships. Let me find it right here. Place, free, shape, visible, invisible. Nope. Category, devices. Max count 15. Child block. Solar panel slot. I think that would actually have to be in the items or one of these other files over here. I'd actually have to look at it and see, because there's like 2 or 3 files that reference things. There's a solar generator. But we're really not looking for that one. Because I know I saw shields in here. That's force field. Let's see, ventilator, solar panel, slope 2. There's a section that says allow at is what it'll say. It'll say allow at, and then it'll have BA, which is base, CV for capital vessels, so forth and so on. And that's how you would actually be able to put that on your capital vessel. Now, yeah, see, for example, right here, solar panel slope. See how it says allow placing at base? Well, if you just come in here and put CV, I think it would allow you to place it there. I think. Don't quote me on it. I'd have to do some testing. We're not going to test that just yet. And because it is a big block, like bases are big blocks, you should be able to place it there. But if you try to go to like an SV with it, then that's when you're going to get into a whole situation, because that's a different category of blocks. They're considered small blocks, and the solar panel is considered a large block. So there's a little incompatibility right there. And I haven't really figured out how to be able to transfer that from one vessel to the other. That would be a Vermilion and a Ravion question, the authors of Reforged Eden 2. And they'll tell you it can or it can't be done. If they tell you it can't be done, trust me, guys, take it to the bank. It can't be done. Them guys rival Elion's experience on this game. Okay? I think Elion ought to just hire those 2 guys and just call it a day. Give Ravion and Vermilion a week with the source code of this game, and just, oh my God. We've all, those that are seasoned EGS players, we've seen what they've done with Reforged Eden. Could you imagine if they actually had the source code for a week with this game? I'm just saying, miracles would happen. Yes, they would. I know I seen that shield thing earlier, and I still ain't found it yet. It's got to be getting close to it. Somewhere in here. And I think because it's an item, even though it's an item, it's also a block too. And the drill attachment for CV, there you go. And speaking of which, if you want, which I don't know if that's the turret or the actual drill attachment, but either which way, you can change it right here. Allow placing that is going to be I think MS is their way of saying capital vessel, if I'm not mistaken. Size and blocks locked is for base or capital vessel. But there should be a section in here where you can actually allow it to work in atmosphere. I'm trying to find it, and it might be in the items block or file or whatever. But this is how which I don't know if I uploaded it, but there's actually a Nexus mod that allows CV weapons to work in atmosphere. Well, it's the same thing right here, and they also may have took the allowed at would be planet, space, would be how it would be worded, something to that degree right there. And they may have actually took that code out, and all you would have to do, for example, is put it back in. I can't type. Something like this. Type deal. That's how the code would actually look. And you just would put it back in there. Me, I usually copy and paste. But anyhow, let's go ahead and put that back. Let's go ahead and control save it. This here is a ground vehicle. That's what GV stands for, is ground vehicle, which is a clone chamber for your HV, which is your hover vessel. That's what that is. I know they kind of changed their nomenclature or their naming convention from HV to GV. It's kind of crazy. So you just got to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, they do that in the files and all that stuff. Allow placing at ground vehicle, which is a hover vessel. Okay. That's we should be getting into the shield generators, because right now we're in the ground vehicle stuff, the blocks for the ground vehicle. So we should be coming across the hull combat blocks, the shield generator for the ground vessel of all things. And if we do, then we'll just kind of play with that one and see what we can do with that one. What is that? Big flower stage prefab? I'm not sure what that is. Crops. Modular wing tapered. Okay, that's the wings, which is a deco in the game. And when you go to modding, guys, keep in mind, modding is not something that you're just going to hurry up and get it done quick unless you really know what you're doing. And you know where everything's located at in the files and stuff like that. If you're just first starting out with modding, take your time. Look through the coding and just get an idea. SS is for small vessel, which up here will be named SV somewhere in this little area. Would be SV somewhere in here. But that's the little wings for the small vessel. Now, if you look at this remote connection is one of them special blocks because it could work on a base, capital vessel, small vessel, and a hover vessel. And we'll see that right here. See? Allow placing at those right there. And you would actually, on your solar panels, you would allow placing at base and capital vessel, just like that. Would be the code that you would need for that. All right, base constructor for bases and CVs, which that's the constructor right there. I'm not sure why they break it up and put like these windows should be in another spot of the file, but apparently they done that. The config files is kind of in an unorganized mess, if best described. There's not really no shape of how they've done it, because like I said, you have window blocks that should be somewhere else in the file with its other fellow window blocks, and we've just seen like 2 or 3 sets of different window blocks and stuff like that. Sometimes I wonder if they don't have multiple people working on stuff and there's just no consistent order of how they just throw it in there, but it works. It works. So whenever I was working on yesterday's past for Sins of a Solar Empire, and the work I done for Call to Arms from Parallax Studios for Sins of the Solar Empire for Blair Fraser and all them. We had a very strict naming convention of it was in order. You could literally just go down and it would all be in order. Uh, but this here, their code is not necessarily like that. So, there's your ground vehicle minigun blocks right there, which right here, you can change the uh, count. You can have more than 6 of them right there. That's the limit of how many you can have on the vessel. You can change that to 60. And then here's your CPU right here. Here's the weight and volume of it right here. You can change those numbers. Like CPU, you can make that a 9, and instead of it costing 900 CPU to place the block on there, it would only demand 9. So that's where you would change that for something like that to give y'all, an idea on that. And then the mass, the more mass something has, the heavier it is. So you can make that like 5, and you can have 20 of them on there, and they only weigh like 5 kilotons or whatever versus 500 or whatever the measurement, or kilograms or whatever the measurement is, in the game. So that's how that would actually work. There's the ground artillery blocks right there. And they used to have a weapons file, and it might be category weapons items. It seems like they had an actual weapons file in here, unless they done away with it. And it might be under templates also. We can go ahead and open up that file. Yeah, like Pentaxidor. Templates is a pretty good little file, the mod also. Let's see here. Iron ingot. Okay, it requires 1 ore in game to make 2 ingots. Okay, same with the copper. You can actually have it make 20 ingots. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do that for testing purposes. Okay. We'll leave the silicone as is, okay? That way you can see it in the game. We'll go ahead and spawn in some materials. Now, let's go back down here to wood planks, NC powder. I'm not sure what NC powder is. Rock dust. Energy cell, small. You would need a... okay, you see how this number right here is like that? That means that line is called commented out, meaning that line, even though it's there, the game doesn't read it. But these 2 lines, it does. Okay, it reads these 2 lines, but the iron ingot and the copper ingot line, it does not read those. And I'll show you here in a minute. That's for the energy cell small. I'll show you that. Here in a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Energy matrix. Okay. I'm looking for something else. Have to spawn new base. That's the blocks, the little core starter blocks. What that is. Yeah, it's been a minute since I played with these old files and all that stuff. I remember back in the day, I used to play with them quite often. Alien Thorn, Security Guard, Xerax. Alright, so decon, override, stop, craft time, crew for template. I didn't know we could build crew. Alright, let's go back to our blocks config, and let's go ahead and continue on down. I didn't see the shield generator, because what I was wanting to do is show y'all how to mess around with the shield generator. And I know I saw it earlier. I just didn't realize that it was that far down, because whenever you do the search, it actually goes through hundreds of lines in the blink of an eye. So it's in here, and it's probably way down here at the bottom or something crazy. As you can see, the names are not in any alphabetical order or anything like that. So container controllers, yeah, there we go. You can actually change your slots, loot list slots. Let's see here. The mass, the volume, the stack size, the volume capacity per block, which is 8,000. Max volume capacity is 32,000, which you can change that to 60, 20,000, or whatever you want. That's where you would change that for your container controller. That doesn't include your harvest controller or your ammunition controller. That is just for your container controller itself. Okay, so yeah, there's the container controller large class container controller. And when you have, I think it's 32 of the actual container extensions. Maybe it's 40 right there. Maybe it's 40 of them. Then you have a max total of 32,000 or 320,000. I'm sorry. Total volume and capacity. And you can change those numbers to suit your needs. So there's where you'd find that for those of y'all that really want to max out your cargo storage and stuff like that. That's where you would change that at right there. And then here we're getting into your container harvester controller, which you can change when it unlocks it. It's 20 points to unlock it at level 20. And I think the container controller might also affect this as well. That's what it's looking like. Nope, here it is. See how it has its separate little thing right there? So that's how you would change all that stuff. That way you could really get your harvest in. Let's see. Moving on down. Let's see. Ramp large. There's your ramp large and all that stuff. Landing gears. Let's see. Still landing gears. There's like different types of landing gears. Your boarding ramps right there. Container large blocks. I think that's the actual container blocks themselves. Let's see here. That's Deco vessel blocks. SV Deco. Okay. I haven't seen like the warp drives or anything like that just yet. And like I said, those are not only are they items, but they're also blocks too, because that's how the game reads everything is items and blocks. So I'm thinking if you change this one, you'll have to change something over the items config file too. And I may be wrong. We may be in the wrong spot altogether. But we're definitely going to give it a search. It's a lot of stuff to thumb through, guys. And these files are big. We're at, was it 25,000 line number in that category? So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff in these files. Oh, there's your armored hull thingies right there. And there's your cockpit for SV. Looks like tier 2. And here you can actually change the hit points of those too, if I'm not mistaken. Where is that at? Let's see. It might be in one of the child dependencies down here. Mass hit points. There we go. Right there. It says it right there, Chief. Hit points right there. So that is, you can go down through each and every one of them. Like this here is hit point. Nope. Yep. So you can go through here and you can change all the hit points to like, I don't know, 9,000 for every one of them, and every one of them will have 9,000 hit points. You just go through here and change them all, you know. And that would apply to both your small vessel and your hover vessel because they share the same thing. Look at there, shield generator base. All right, so this is the base. Told you I saw shield generator somewhere. Just way down here at the bottom. Okay. Yeah, come on. We're putting little dots there because it's easier to see the little dots, a section of dots and stuff like that. Come on. When you're thumbing through the files. Okay. Now, that's CV right here. Here we go. This is what we want right here. This is the one we're looking for. Actually, CV. Let's see if we can find one for the whether it's the HV or the small vessel, since we're in the shield generator spot. Okay. Here we go. Shield generator SV. Because I don't think the Z-Rex have anything like that. So we're going to do some changing. We're going to make that like that. Hit points. Let's make that 2,500. That's how many hit points it'll take before it's destroyed. CPU. Let's give it only 16 CPU. Energy idle. Let's make that 3,600. Okay. Shield capacity. Let's make that 40,000. Shit, let's get greedy with it. We need one more. There we go. And then we'll make the shield regen 5,000. Okay. And then the unlock cost. Well, it don't matter. All right. So there's that. We finally found it, guys. So we're going to save that. And that is the shield generator for SV. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the game. Okay. Yep, that's happening. And then we're going to load up. We're going to go ahead and start a new game just in case measures, okay? For testing purposes. I always start a new game whenever I'm modding and testing and stuff like that. Okay. And then we're going to find a little SB. We're just going to spawn one in. Okay. I'm going to get a sip of coffee real quick because all that was a mouthful. We're going to crash to the ground because that's what we do. Yay! Crash. Boop! All right. So now we're going to God mode. We don't need that. We're veterans. I am a veteran. Nope. Go away. All right. God mode, spawn blueprints, and item menu. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bring my little thingy out for a pistol. See how we changed our pistol back? Okay, so there we go. All right, now, God mode. Yep. Now, we are going to go to small vessels. We're not going to bring none of mine in. We're just going to bring in a standard what's that, stock? Yeah, there we go. All right, and that is small vessels. Let's see. Trying to look for one that's like got a shield generator on it, but I'm not sure which one has a shield generator on it. This one has a shield generator, I think. All right. P menu. Do we have shield generator? We got generators. I don't see a shield generator, so let's go ahead and get some pentaxid and throw in the old pentaxid thingy. Okay. Let's go to main. Phil. Oh, yeah, we gotta do this whole bit right here. Let's go back into there and get some fuel. That'll work. Let's get some oxygen. Do we got any oxygen? That would probably be right here if I'm not mistaken. For some reason, they had it in this section for the longest. See, oxygen. I know it's crazy. All right, let's see. Nope, not that one. That one. Let's go ahead and fill that up. Fill that up. All right, so we do not have a shield generator on this thing. Okay, what's going on here? That'll work. Give it. All right, there we go. Beautiful. All right, so O key will zero you out. Okay. We don't have a shield generator, so let's go to our item menu. Let's go to our SV. And then we should have a shield generator. That's warp. Where are you at? Polarized hull. I think that's the only one. What is that? Spotter plate? Nope, 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 nope. Yep, I think that is the only one. So, hit points is 2,500. Hit point capacity C. Recharge rate. All right. So, we're going to slap this bad boy on here. We'll just stick it right there. All right. Now, it will be slowly charging. Maybe. Because it charges at 5,000. Oh, wrong way. We need to go this way. There we go. So it'll slowly charge. Okay. Alright, do we have a warp? Ah, you remember the whole Talon? What the hell am I doing? Oh, I jumped out of the seat. You remember the Talon where we changed the faction? For the Talon? Well, let's go test drive that out. Okay. Because remember, I changed the thing to where we won't get no penalties for anything that we do with them or to them or whatever. Which one's the closest? Y'all, yeah, over there. You look like you're the closest. So let's go ahead and go over here. We're going to leave our ship on, and it'll slowly eventually climb up to 4 million or whatever. But yeah, you know, that'll give you a huge step in the game and stuff like that. What is this? Talon Farm. All right, let's see. Nope. All right, let's get out. All right, now watch to our left. Hey, you're in water, dude. See how our reputation went to plus 12? See how it's going up in numbers? Because we changed that stuff. I know that's a little cheeky, you know, but so that's how that goes, guys. They are literally underwater. Let's debug menu, because now we're going to stop time and we're going to make it daylight. There we go. Dude, y'all are in water. Y'all are in water. All right, let's go ahead and get us another weapon of some sort. I don't know. I don't care. Shotgun. Shotgun. Pulse rifle. Assault rifle. There we go. I think that's projectile round. Something like that. Pistol round. There we go. Now we're steamboating. All right, let's go ahead and build our relationship up with the Talon real quick. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are getting good relationship now. I know that's a little cheesy. But yeah, something happened here with the whole spawning because their shit's in the water. I've never seen that one before. But anyhow, guys, so that's, spend a lot of time. Remember, use Notepad++ because it's a lot easier to navigate through all of the coding and stuff like that. So definitely, use that, and I'll actually be able to help you a lot faster as if you're using something like regular Notepad. But yeah, just go through here, change some things. We probably need to make that to like 50,000. The shields will never go down. Uh, here's a shield generator for CV Tier 2 for a capital vessel. Here's one for the base, Tier 2 for the base. The reason I didn't change the one for the capital vessel is because the Zerax use it for the capital vessel and as well as base 2. Small vessels, they don't go around flopping around with small vessels that I know of. Everything's either base or um, capital vessel. So, but anyhow, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream here because it is 12:48 a.m. But I thank each and every one of you for watching the stream and stuff like that, and hopefully you've learned something and something that has helped you or can help you. And I'll catch you in the next stream, guys. And if you have any questions, definitely put them in the comments below. If you want to be able to download any of my workshop items, let me know. I guess I could put my Steam Workshop up there. Let me see. I do have Steam Workshop somewhere. I don't think it's up here now. For some reason, it's not in my icons. Well, I don't know what these are, but maybe I can pull it up right here. Steam gift cards. Nope. Community. Workshop. There we go. Workshop home. Search workshop for. Should bring me up. Maybe. EMPYRION. Okay. There we go. All right, now, Master Chief. There we go. All right, so there's my workshop right there. Should be more than that, but if you go on my name, there you go. There they are. So here's my workshop right here. If you see something on there that you think that you want, let me know. Jump in my Discord and I'll upload it to the Discord for you and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and put this link in the chat channel for those of y'all that want to click on it, because whenever I end the stream, it's going to end everything else, and I'll go ahead and go back and I'll put it in the description of the video also. So guys, happy gaming. Y'all have a good morning, and we'll catch you in the next stream.